Hey guys, Jacob Moon with Jacob Moon's Mox here today with a brand new video for you guys on a not so old creation. This is Omega Supreme, and you're probably confused if you've been a fan of my channel. You probably know that I've already made a video on this guy. So what am I doing with this one? I'm going to be showing you how to build this guy. Yep, this is the 35 subscriber special. So I want to thank you guys who are subscribed. And for those of you who are watching this video, I just want to say, please consider subscribing. Because every time I believe I would hit a milestone, which I guess next is 50. So once I hit 50 subscribers, I'll do another instructions for you guys. So here you go. This is all of my Transformers at the moment that I've made a video on. So I've made more videos than just this, and I've made some that aren't Transformers. For example, you can see the monster truck all the way back there. There's one that I have made a video on, but it's not a Transformer. Do want to just show it in the video because it is one of my favorite creations I've made a video on. Anyways, so if you want to find a video on any of these guys, definitely consider subscribing, because I have made a video on all of them. You can check out my channel if you want to find the video on any of them. So check that out. For today's video, minifig of the day, Johnny Thunder. Hooray! He's an older minifig, but I got one. Bricklink. Thank you so very much. Which, if you are interested in, if you've never heard of Bricklink, definitely go check it out. But that's where I get most of my individual parts from. Alright. So, I think that's about it. Let's get the tutorial started. Alright guys, I'm back. So this might not be what you were expecting, but this is probably the best way for me to be able to do it. Alright, so what we're going to be doing is I'm going to press the instructions tab up here, and y'all are going to be able to watch this as it gets built. Now, the screen isn't super bright, but I think it's bright enough because I'm able to see it. Pretty responsive. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. We'll go ahead and generate some building guide. And here we go. So every time I click that, that's the next step, or next brick. And sorry about that, I just heard that in the background. And so then this is going to show what parts you're going to be adding. So get ready. And also, if you don't, so this is for if you don't have LDD or Lego Digital Designer. But if you do, there's going to be a link to the mock pages on this model, and you can download it from there. So definitely check the description for that. Alright, and let's get started. Alright, I'm going to stop right here. This piece is a miscolor. I don't have the part with me right now, but whenever at the end of the video, after we're done with the building guide, I will show you what color that piece is actually supposed to be. Actually, there it is. I got it. Okay, let me fix that. Here we go. This is what color that piece should be. It's a trans orange, and it's a stud with a hole in it, so not just any regular stud. Alright, so I think that's the only color error, so we'll keep going. And let me fix that. There we go. Just trying to get this right so y'all can see. Now, I don't really recommend building it like that, just because that is a little bit of a harder build to do. So what I recommend is putting the two pieces on and then putting the T-joint on last. But I can't. Beggars can't be choosers. At least I'm being able to make some instructions for you guys. I'm making sure I can get that in the shot. There we go. Feel free to pause the video at any time, and so it will just help you out if you can pause it. If you can download it, you don't have to pause the video, but alright. Now I let my sister build this before I did, or before I showed you the video. So you can see this piece is a little bit harder to put on. It's rotated like that, so just keep that in mind. That's rotated the same way. I'll show you what that looks like whenever I put everything back together. The head's really easy to make. Just make sure you're paying attention to what piece goes there, because this is a 1x2 plate. My sister said that the next step was a jumper plate, so she got confused and made that a jumper, and jumper. And so just keep that in mind. You can see a 1x2, 1x2, and then a jumper on top. Then you got a stud. Sorry if you hear some background noises. It's something I can't really avoid. Alright. So there's that. Alright. Now the torso. Alright. Gonna keep on going. I think that's like the max it will do, 4 pieces. So, another thing to keep in mind. Sorry if it seems a little quiet, I'm just making sure this is on camera. Alright, and that should be it for the torso. Now we're on to the legs. And we're almost done. And again, like I said, you should I recommend putting the T-joint on last, so instead of doing that, because that's a little harder to do. In case you didn't see that, I'm just going to put a 1x1 on there. I'm trying to see where it's slipping, why it keep getting out of frame. Alright, sorry about that. I'm having a little bit of trouble. Alright. And you put the 1x1 plate. You can use a 1x1 tile. That's what I used originally, but I don't really recommend it. It's just because it loses some strength. Jumper plate, and then the foot, which is one of those grills. That's one leg, and then basically just do the exact same thing, just mirrored. Go a little quicker on this one. And you're done. So that's the LDD, Digital Designer, and there you go. Now give me a quick jump cut. Alright guys, I'm back. So this is what you should have come up with from the LDD, and now all that's left is really just to put it all together. Before I do that, I just wanted to give some quick helpful advice to help you build it, or help you finish it off. Let me fix my camera angle. Alright, so first thing I wanted to say, this is what the back should look like, or these little tracks should look like, with these angled as far up as they can, like this. They won't go any farther up. The only thing they can do is rotate this way. So you're just going to leave them as far around like that. And now they do have a little bit of travel in them, like this. You can move them a little bit, and that's going to come in handy. And I'll show you why in a minute whenever we put this thing together. The arms, nothing much really to change there. The leg, nothing much to change there. And the torso, about normal. That's the way it should be. There's the other arm. There's that stud I was talking about. That's the correct color it should be. That trans orange. Wait till it gets in focus. There we go. Alright, so that's what that looks like. It has a hole in it. And if you look at the original video, you'll see why it has a hole in it. Like I said, sorry for any background noises. Can't really help that. Alright, so there's the other leg. You want to make sure the hinge can work. And so you should want to make sure when you're building it, the hinge still works. Alright. And then the head, which not much really else here. Just make sure you got that trans orange, not trans red or whatever other color it looks like. So let me get all those in frame, and let's start the building process. So you're going to grab your torso here, and you're going to take your leg. You're going to put this on like that, not push it all the way on. Then you're going to take your other leg and go ahead and put it on as well, but you're not going to push it all the way on yet. You're then going to put those like that, and you're going to squeeze right in there. And you're going to try and get those as even as you can. Sometimes the T-joint will fall off, sometimes it won't. Basically just put it back on, put the leg back on, and there you go. So now you have your legs done. Put that behind us. Next is the arm. Just going to wiggle that into that stud like that. So I'll do that one more time because all you're doing is really just sliding these T-joints into the little stud holes. Make sure I get that on camera. Careful because this flame likes to break off, or at least on mine it does. Might just be my quality pieces. Alright, so slide that on. Or not quality, but my age of the part. So you're going to put the head on that hole. Flame fell off. I'll put that back on. And now this is the part that's kind of the trickiest. So you're going to want to watch this really carefully. So here's what you're going to do. Make sure these arms are in their correct spots. You want them to have just a little bit of travel. Alright, so this is the hardest part to put on. You're going to take Omega Supreme, turn him around on his back, to his back, and you can see these two studs here attached to this recessed stud and this recessed stud. So whenever they're on LDD, they tell you to put it on like this, as far as part they can go. You're going to want to squish those as close as they can get, and you're going to want to you're going to finicky, it's a little finicky. Just going to fix that to where it will, fire came off again. You're going to fit those to where it attaches to both those studs, like that. And then you can straighten it from there, and then there you go. That's what that looks like. Another idea you can do is put 2 red studs on these middle parts. They won't mess up transformation at all. They just add a little look to it. Anyways, there you go. That is Omega Supreme's instructions. Whenever you want him to stand, definitely recommend leaning his torso forward a little bit, because he's got that huge backpack. He is a little back heavy, but not too bad. There you go. There he is with a minifig. If you want to see transformation, I definitely recommend you look at the original video for this guy. Link will be in the description below. Like I said, he doesn't really like to stand on bumpy surfaces. Alright, so yeah, like I said, thank you for 35 subscribers and 15 favoriters on, or favorite, 15 people have favorited me on mocpages, so I want to thank you guys for that too if you're on mocpages. But yeah, I have a video on all of these models and more if you just check out my channel. So, I want to thank you guys for watching. No real shout outs for this one. I recorded this one a little earlier than I normally do. But other than that, I just want to thank you guys.